What is up, people? I am almost certainly real here with 20 minutes to dawn. We are Yuki, the new frost character. So she's got these frost butterflies here. Gonna try her out here on darkness. Darkness 8 feels like a good difficulty for a new character, so we're gonna obviously do some kind of frost based build, I guess. What we're going for, it felt like the SMGs would work. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe get ourselves a little bit of a lightning as well. There's no actual synergy with lightning, is there? You know what, let's get burn, because there is synergy with burn, right? Burn and ice have a overload. We'll try to pick that up. See if we can't get that going. What else do I want to get? I don't even know, to be honest. Double shot. No reroll. No reroll. I was playing a bit of Shauna there last time, and that reroll feels nice. I kind of actually want to get lightning too for the ammo reduction, now that I think about it. For energized, but there is frost mage. We'll definitely pick that up. We want to get ourselves frostbite shatter going. That's obviously going to be pretty strong here with the additional source of frost that we're getting out of this butterfly thing that flies out. Still trying to just figure it out a little bit. How? Okay, the AOE on that, it feels pretty damn big. Not the longest lifespan though. It doesn't go crazy far, which is fine. I think that is more than acceptable. It apparently does its freeze damage or it does your bullet damage if it's already frozen. Oh, okay. So freeze in this game's a little weird, is you don't actually do the freeze damage if something's already frozen. Let's get fire starter. That works us towards that synergy. We'll pick up lightning there in a minute. Wouldn't mind getting also, I guess, attack speed, reload rate stuff is something else we want to pick up. Soothing warmth, fascinating. I don't know that we're going to inflict a crazy amount of burns, but that's a nice way to get like a little bit of HP back. Lets you be a little bit more lazy about stuff. I don't know any of the timings anymore now. That's oh, there's rapid fire. Oh, quick hands too. Let's go rapid fire. Let's go in on the DPS. I've been playing like basically only endless for the past couple weeks here, so I'm like looking up at the timer and I'm like kind of confused that it is counting down instead of counting up. Get out of here. Thank you, sir. Coming through, coming through. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see once we get Frost online, right? I think that, in all honesty, I don't know how good that butterfly is. If it doesn't do the refreeze damage, it just does sort of your bullet damage. Probably because I picked the SMGs. I don't know why. I just saw Yuki's portrait and I was like, oh, that looks like an SMG type character. She seems like she'd use the SMGs, but maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more. To be fair, whenever you see something that says it does your bullet damage, you kind of think grenade launcher, and I actually think the grenade launcher would be kind of bad. So the SMGs are definitely a good choice for spawning the butterflies. We'll see what curses we get. There's definitely some interesting curses, and then I think I will go into trying to get the lightning. Not this one. I want to get the energized, and then also try to pick up. So I do want reload. I'm just gonna pick up haste though. I'm just a little bit of a haste enjoyer. I think it's a little bit too good. It's a little bit of defense, a little bit of survivability coming through, guys. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, I forget all the timings on this game now. Intense burn, I don't really care about that much. Take aim, I wouldn't mind getting down to assassin. A little bit of pierce would be nice. Yeah, let's do that. Send out an additional frost butterfly. That's right, we've got 3 new chests that we can figure out. Yeah, that feels like we're going for a frosty build. That feels reasonable. Interesting. I mean, if we get enough attack speed, we can kind of just perma-freeze stuff in an AoE pretty consistently. We'll have to definitely get a little bit of reload rate, but there is a little bit of piercing. Interesting. Tempting to open up Power Shot to get Splinter. Whenever you're doing like a proc-based build, Splinter does feel quite nice. So after this boss, what comes out? Because I'm used to the big guys coming out. Oh no, okay, so it's just a lot of these guys, and then at 12 minutes there's a shit ton. At 12 minutes we want to have very good kind of AoE DPS type of thing, which I think we will. I think we'll be okay for that. We've got ourselves a little bit more in the way of upgrades we're able to pick up by then. But that's kind of the key moment in the game, is that sort of 12 minutes where you're able to farm. And I'm seeing these butterflies, we're not quite able to get 100%. Maybe if I was maybe a bit smoother with my... Yeah, we can kind of get like 100% coverage if I kind of time my my spin there. Interesting. I think that'll actually be really nice with the... so let me look at the synergy between... Okay, so Intense Burn and Frostbite. I want to say that... No, I don't think I have Intense Burn. So we gotta pick up Intense Burn. I think I've passed up Intense Burn a couple times. But that'll be kind of nice because we'll be applying a lot of those freezes. We'll get a lot of those burns going. I don't actually know how much that burn damage is, but maybe it'll be quite a lot. Got ourselves this guy. I'll definitely take Quick Hands here. Would love to get that reload going. Ooh. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. Well, let's see. Assassin. That just feels too good not to take. Although I do love rubber bullets, if I'm to be honest. But we'll take Assassin. Pretty crazy a DPS upgrade. We do have Soothing Warmth, so if we get ourselves that burn going, we might be able to get ourselves healed back up here. Glare, don't care for. Light bullets. Fire rate, bullet speed is decent. And I wouldn't mind getting Siege. If we're going to do this standard spin type tactic. Tempting also to go towards Splinter. I kind of want to get the health, if I'm to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to brick this run. I'll grab the health. None of those like super appeal to me. If we had access to the burn stuff, I'd definitely go into that. All right, that was reasonable time. Not crazy fast by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see what we get out of this. What do I actually even want? We could go for Tome of Elements. I guess we're doing an elemental type build. Yeah, sure, why not? The additional bullet damage we're getting from the butterflies is kind of not super relevant compared to the burn, so we might as well increase that. Get stuff a little bit more frozen up. Got ourselves a few eyes coming through, but feeling reasonably confident here with this new character. Those butterflies are like very reliable in terms of how much they're freezing right now, because we're only gonna like improve how much we're freezing, right? Because that is not dependent on... Okay, so there's Intense Burn. We want to pick that up. That gets us towards that synergy, because the freeze is not really dependent on the difficulty of the units, right? It doesn't matter if they have more health. We're still going to freeze them the same amounts. The bosses do have a freeze reduction on them, but the regular units don't. As far as I'm aware, the tougher guys freeze just as long. And if we're freezing stuff this much now, I do think that we will be freezing stuff more later. So that's nice. We just got ourselves access there to that synergy to get ourselves additional burn and a fairly high damage burn, I want to say. Ooh, shatter as well. Let's definitely pick that up. That'll be very nice for us at the 12-minute mark. I was kind of hoping to get, well, to be honest, I was hoping to get the fire synergy by the 12-minute mark, but I think shatter will do pretty well for us in terms of just providing a little bit more of that AoE coverage. Oh, let's see. Energized or kill clip? I'll take, to be fair, this actually isn't kill clip, but it gives us access to kill clip. I'll take energized for now. I would like to get ourselves being able to fire a little bit more, and that allows us to do it. There is also that lovely curse would be nice to get. That gives us, what does it give us? It's something like a whole bunch of base ammo. We lose, I think we lose some damage and knockback. That gives us additional base damage, additional attack speed. Would be nice there. Lets us attack a little bit more there before we have to reload. But these butterflies are feeling a little bit crazy. Yeah, I don't know that it was worth me getting the double projectile stuff. I was kind of thinking about going into like getting a bunch of projectiles going. But I think we can kind of just use these freezes, use that elemental damage. To be fair, multiple projectiles does let us put on additional burns. I will take a bit of bounce there. Gives us a bit of fire rate as well, and I feel like the bounce with the SMGs is quite nice. Oh, excuse me, it's coming through. Oh, that's right. I have runes on. I was like, why is that health there? I forgot about runes. I've been playing so much of the... I didn't even think to change my runes before I started this run, so we're potentially missing out on a bunch. I think that there's a bunch of the elemental runes I do not have activated right now, which would make this even stronger here. I will have to check this character out on Endless as well, I think. Endless is, I haven't actually played that much of this game lately. Endless does feel a little bit, I don't know, with ice in Endless, it feels like that's like if you want to go deep, you just go ice because that gives you percentage damage. You can also just become invulnerable with burns as well. So I think a little bit of balance needs to happen there. And then at that 10-minute mark, we will go pick up all this experience. That's kind of when it changes again. We get kind of the big guys coming out, but not very many. So like the experience is not that great at the 10-minute mark. So we might as well go and use that time to pick up our nice little, ooh, excuse me. It's definitely feeling like we could get a bit more reload rate. Oop. And then hopefully, yeah, we'll get that synergy. I am noticing, like, I don't think we got the greatest amount of experience through that because the enemies, like, we weren't killing them off as fast as we could have. I think upgrade-wise, didn't really need to take the Soothing Warmth. I had sort of forgotten about meta progression and the heals we can get that way. Let's get Armed and Ready, gets us towards that. Kill clip, which we want. Electro Mastery, I guess, out of all the stuff there. Power shots. I'm actually not going to take power shot because I just don't want to. I don't want to unlock anything new, even though I do think it would be nice to get that splinter going. I want to get my, I want to get my two, no, I want to get the other one first. I'm going to get kill clip there. Do I have both? Yeah, I'm 90% sure that I have everything I need for the fire ice synergy. I will probably take... Anchor point's kind of fun to get. If you ever get hit, you kind of go a little bit crazy. We'll pick that up for the memes. And then light bullets, also kind of decent. Electrobug theoretically does give me more ammo from energized, right? I don't know how much that is. I feel like it's probably insignificant, isn't it? Maybe. Ooh, we'll take siege. I don't think that we need the regen. It is nice to get, but I would like to be able to fire more, and that kind of works with the electrical thing. What do we got here? I will just take run and gun there. I don't want to unlock anything new. I really want to get that fire ice synergy going, and then we'll look at picking up new stuff. Fine, we will take overload if we must. Alrighty, there we go. Got all that experience there. A little bit left over here. Oh, you know what? We missed a bit over here. Let's pick it up. And then we'll start killing these guys off. And we'll get another boss at the 8-minute. That'll get us another one of these new chests. We'll see what else we get. Unfortunately, the last chest I feel like you get kind of at the end of the game. But yeah, you can see now we can fire for actually a reasonably long time because the siege is 33%. And then energized is, so we do lightning 50% of the time. And then it's a 20% chance to give us 3 ammo, right? Which is, ooh, so there's Frostfire. Lovely. Which is so that's like a 10% chance to get 3 ammo, which is like 0.3 ammo. So our net usage is essentially 0.3, right? So we can shoot about 3 times faster. There's a little bit of rounding I've done there. All right. Double how often Frost Butterfly freezes or damages nearby enemies. Okay. That's really nice that we just got that synergy, right? It'll be interesting to see. So we'll have the 8-minute boss. I don't know that the 8-minute boss is really that relevant. It's kind of the 5-minute boss is definitely a little bit more interesting. It'll be interesting to see our damage on that. Can potentially pick up some additional projectiles for doing more burns. That's definitely feeling pretty competent damage-wise. And on the bosses, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think that we'll actually be able to perma-freeze the boss, and you kind of actually don't want to, because that percentage damage you actually only do on freeze. If something's already frozen, you don't actually do that percentage HP damage. So ideally, you kind of want to be freezing, unfreezing, or refreezing type of thing. That is the strategy you want to go for with freeze, but that's like a little bit. Obviously, depends what. So there's different ways to do it that make it easier to balance that. I have an endless run. I'm not sure if I'll post this video or I'll post this endless run. I have an AFK endless run I did overnight, and it was sort of based on this idea of using some different stuff to apply freeze in a way where as the enemies got closer to us, I would apply more and more freezes type of thing, and they would kind of naturally fall into this area where they would get frozen just the right amounts. Is there... Okay, I thought there was a boss. Was there not a boss at 8 minutes or something? Am I just freezing everything so much that that boss is not showing up? No, it doesn't look like. I guess I just don't remember stuff in the regular game anymore. I know at 5 minutes there's definitely that the laser boss comes out at 5 minutes, right? Or no, I already killed him and I got that chest. Okay. I'm still on my first coffee of the morning. You're gonna have to excuse my low brain RPMs. Yeah, we got the double butterfly freeze out of that. I'll be interested to see what the last chest is, see if it is as well a butterfly based. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of this experience before that 5-minute mark. Don't think we need it, but would like to see kind of can we kill that boss a little bit quick. Magic lens tempting, but let's just take a little bit of fire rate there. Definitely the best thing there, I think, for us DPS wise. Could pick up additional projectiles. Do we have? Oh no, we don't have everything we need for stand our ground. We need Fulisade or Fulisad, this thing. And we'll pick that up there. I think that is Fanfire, not particularly useful for us, but if we can get ourselves Fulisade there, and especially stand your ground, that would be quite nice. But it does feel like it's kind of a little bit of an RNG factor. I'll take fresh clip. It doesn't unlock anything new. Nothing else there particularly important for us. Okay, a little bit late on picking up the experience. Okay, that's nice. And then if we could get a level on to stand our ground here. And this boss is actually kind of harder than Endless, right? Because we have those eye guys coming out, whereas in Endless, the eye guys actually disappear on this boss. We could do this a lot safer by just kind of going backwards away from this boss, but we're actually freezing him. That felt reasonable. Not going to complain about that. Don't want fire rate down. I'll take Tomo's speed. Always fun to be a little bit faster. And then we've got ourselves the... At 4 minutes, I want to say the last chest guy comes out. Sometimes just kind of disappears into the spam. He's not super noticeable. There he is. My good friend, the dragon. Yeah, but I'm not like even trying to freeze stuff around me, and stuff is getting consistently frozen. Lots of those butterflies coming through. A mini clip? No, we definitely don't want that. I was thinking that does 10 damage per bullet. Yeah, at this point, I don't think anything really matters. I'll take a little bit of speed for fun. I always like to go a little bit faster. All right, last chest. What do we get? Frozen enemies take 30% extra damage. That's just kind of fucking insane. 30% more a damage multiplier. Admittedly, you can't really combo. I don't think. Be interesting to know whether that works with the freeze damage, the on freeze sort of percentage HP damage, depending on how those get applied. If the freeze and the increased damage percent get applied simultaneously. Don't care for any of this. Some of it is useful, but I'll just take Magic Lens because it's a little bit fun. At this point, I do not foresee us losing here. I think we could basically what you can do in this game is you can actually just like run away from stuff at this point. It's a little risky to do earlier on, but as long as you can clear a pathway, you can basically just keep going like this forever. We don't really need to, especially with this character. Interesting to see the butterflies kind of come out on an angle like that. I guess interesting is they seem to be affected by my spread. That's actually an interesting mechanic, right? Is they're coming out on the sort of the outsides of my spread. Interesting. Sniper. Ice shard. Yeah, why not? We'll get ice shard finished. We are the ice character. Not that useful for us, but thematic as we run through the last couple minutes of this. Actually, I'm kind of curious how many burns I'm doing, so let's take a bit of damage. See how quickly we can't heal that up. Yeah, not a great... that felt reasonably quick. Let's take a little bit more damage. We got to do some statistical analysis here. Oh, okay. Because the butterflies are applying basically a burn, and they are freezing very often, right? Oh, okay. That actually is feeling very quick for us to be healing. Not insane, but to the point where, like, in Endless, potentially we could get that going a little bit crazier with the multiple upgrade type stuff that exists. Because we can get 3x or 5x of the different upgrades in whatever, and that includes the masteries. So we could get that burn on hit type of thing, or burn on freeze a couple times. So we also could get a higher freeze percentage chance. So I think you could potentially go for some kind of freeze fire invulnerability type builds. Oh, I had not healed my previous damage. It'd be funny if I just like run into stuff because I'm testing things to kill myself. I don't know why. I thought I had my previous damage healed there. Good thing we picked up that 1 HP. Oh, you know what? There's another HP. We'll pick that up here. Yeah, I feel like this point in the game could be made a little bit more difficult. Because, like, yeah, at this point you can actually just run away from stuff too. Even if you can't kill it that effectively, as long as you can kill one path through. Because you don't, at this point, getting a little bit of extra experience isn't that big of a deal. The butterflies are quite slow, though. They are a little bit. But to be fair, I do have a reasonable amount of plus speed. I'm trying to see the burns that come up on these guys. Reasonable. I don't know that burn ever feels like it's that good DPS-wise, unless you get like an insane amount of attack speed and just stack up like that. The burn character that has that attack speed per burn, and then you can get sort of the same thing we did with Siege and Energized Weapons, is you can attack quite a lot before you have to reload. But yeah, it definitely feels like this new character, very strong. Those butterflies are, I mean, combination of damage and survivability there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do check it out. I will probably do a few more Endless videos on this game. I do have one where I left it overnight that I got to edit down and get it going. But yeah, nice to see that they're making new characters, releasing new stuff like that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.